Ready?
Green. Welcome into the Bogey Bro Banter. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. You know what that means.
Today is not Thanksgiving.
It's Turkey Trot Day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Silas, you running one?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Are you actually? Did you actually sign up?
5-minute mile pace. Let's go, baby.
He didn't sign up.
That was pretty easy to gauge.
Go.
Yeah,
oh,
he
are
didn't
you
actually
kidding me?
sign up.
Dude, you judging me right now?
I would never judge you. You could run fast. You got the legs for it.
I ran track. I did pole vaulting.
Well, running track.
What
and
was
pole
your
vault
highest
is
pole
different
vault,
things.
by the way?
High school
What was your
pole vault.
highest pole vault?
I don't know.
And keep in mind,
I don't
everybody, he's
remember.
like 6'8", so it's not that
did
hard.
you see the guy
I
that-
did it my freshman year of high school.
Did you see the guy that
wasn't
backflipped
good.
over the pole vault?
Yes.
Did you see that?
I did see that.
Like he
Was he doing
went
high jump?
No, it's pole vault. He launched
It was
up,
insane.
gets up top, and then like he's like here, like where he's gonna go back over. And when he goes over, he does a full backflip right over top of it.
That's cool.
And cleared it. It was insane.
Yeah.
It was wild.
sick.
All right, before we get
crazy.
too deep into this, let's go ahead and thank our sponsors today. This holiday season, I'll be giving thanks to our friends over at Manscaped. Everybody loves turkey and stuffing, but you'll be looking like dessert with the help of Manscaped's Performance Package 4.0. They're leaders in below-the-waist grooming, and they've blessed you all with the ultimate Thanksgiving dinner topic. You'll be telling everyone about your new cutting-edge body trimmer, and you'll gift yourself or the man in your life the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. Trim your pumpkins by going to manscaped.com and use code BANTER20 for free shipping and 20% off. I've been rocking with the deodorant for a long time now. The shower products, body wash, shampoo.
Great.
I absolutely love them. I actually got in a pinch. This isn't what it was designed for, but it worked incredibly well. My neck beard was getting out of control, and my typical electric razor that I had for my face wasn't working. Couldn't get it to go. So I just pulled out the lawnmower. I was like, screw it. We're sending it. It was incredible.
Whatever, man. No judges here.
Whatever works.
No judges
Whatever.
here.
It's a body hair trimmer, and that's hair. It's on my body.
I've done
That's
it.
true.
Trimmed.
I've done it. Been there, done that.
The Performance Package 4.0 includes the lawnmower that I was just talking about. It also includes the weed whacker to chop your worst weeds up top in your nose and ear. It has a 9,000 RPM motor-powered 360-degree rotary dual-blade system to provide proprietary skin-safe technology, which helps you prevent nicks, snags, and tugs in those delicate holes. Don't forget about the liquid formulations. I already told you about the body wash and the shampoo, but you also can get the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and Crop Reviver Toner Spray to make sure that everything is feeling good, smelling good, and ready to roll. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code BANTER20 at manscaped.com. It's 20% off and free shipping with the code BANTER20 at manscaped.com. Be thankful this holiday season for the best gift of all from Manscaped. Your balls will, in fact, thank you.
They will.
They will.
I got an interesting list here. If we're going to talk about Thanksgiving,
Oh, we got a list.
we'll start off with a little game here.
Okay.
Okay.
So I've got a survey here from Statista, a very reliable
I've never heard
survey.
of that.
It's they actually
thought you
are. They
mispronounced-
actually are a really reliable survey.
I thought you
website.
mispronounced statistics.
This is
you
as of
mispronounced
2020, the most popular Thanksgiving dishes in the United States.
Okay.
And this is the way they did this was they did it they matched the dishes up against each other, and the stat is the percentage of times that each dish won their respective matchup. So the ones that people were voting the most popular, starting from 83% being the top one. What do you think it was?
won its matchup 83% of the time.
So this is just think about it. This is
Is
the
this
most popular Thanksgiving food. This is
What were people like? What were people prompted? Was it which one will you eat, or which one are you going to see at Thanksgiving? I think that's crucial.
I think you're right.
Let's see if I can find any
you know
more
the prompt?
context. Let's see if I can find any more context.
Most likely, I feel like the top one's turkey.
You're correct.
Yeah, I feel like that's. I think it's not going to get hairy
Every person,
till the
here it
middle
is.
one.
Every person was randomly assigned to see 14 different dishes, which appeared in 7 head-to-head matchups. For each, respondents were asked to indicate the better dish of the two. In the instructions, we told respondents on each of the next few pages, you'll see 2 dishes on each page. To select the dish that you think is the better one. You'll see 7 different dishes. But turkey did win 83% of the time.
People were just saying best, so that's crucial. I
that's
think.
Based on this list, it is. All right, we'll see what.
What's the percentage of the second?
78%.
Ooh, see now it's getting
Stuffing.
interesting. You're going stuffing.
Yeah.
I'll ride with stuffing.
Stuffing is actually 1% beneath that in third.
Oh, 1%.
So you were
So this
Very
could be
close.
this could be cranberry sauce, or it could be
I feel like it's
potatoes,
like mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
we were on the same wavelength there. Let's go potatoes.
It is mashed potatoes.
yeah. Let's go.
So we got boom boom.
We'll do
Meh.
we'll do
Stuffing's
one more because
third.
after that it gets a little crazy. But the next one would be at 74%.
And it gets wild after
Is
this
this
one.
And then after that
is
it gets
this
a little
side
unpredictable.
dish?
I'm gonna go ahead and throw something crazy out there.
Like, because it could be pumpkin pie.
That's what pumpkin pie was the one that came to my mind.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go.
same.
We're going pumpkin. Don't say anything else.
Okay.
We're going pumpkin pie.
It's not
Pumpkin
pumpkin pie. It is
man.
bread or rolls.
Oh.
But listen to this.
Okay.
No cranberry salad on this list.
Cranberry salad?
Cranberry sauce, rather.
Sauce, okay.
Next
It's like,
is
what the frick's a
ham.
cranberry salad?
Next is ham at 67%. Then you
We
have-
used to be a ham for Thanksgiving
then you
household.
have scalloped potatoes at 66, sweet potatoes at 65, gravy at 64, green beans at 64, mac and cheese at 62.
Criminally low.
Take that. Corn at 60%, potato salad at 57%. Interesting. And cornbread at 57%. And then it goes
Cornbread's solid.
green bean casserole at 57%.
What's the worst? Read me the worst.
I'm still getting there. Salad at 56%. Glazed carrots 54%.
Who goes to... How did salad win more than half its matchups?
The last one on here is
Yeah.
fruit salads
Oh, well,
at
never mind.
53%.
53% for fruit salad?
Like fruit salads.
I feel like that should be like
Oh.
10.
Deviled eggs are at 53%.
Like, who's going to Thanksgiving? It's like, ooh, a little fruit salad with a side of salad. Like, it's Thanksgiving.
Well, I think fruit
You're
salad
supposed to, like
cranberry sauce would almost qualify.
Fruit salad
under
is
that.
sweet.
Yeah.
So I get...
But like,
I
it's
get
Thanksgiving.
that. It is.
Like,
You're
the
right.
whole point of it
I
is
agree
to...
with you.
The whole point of it is to walk away from there feeling like your pants don't fit.
A
'Cause they
lot of
probably
fruit salads
don't.
are actually really bad for you because a lot of times they just have like
It's like sugar.
a bunch. I mean, they're really sugary to begin with, but then a
Yeah.
lot of times people put like marshmallows and stuff in them.
Yeah. I'm surprised
Really?
scalloped potatoes.
I've never seen that.
It's kind of a
Really?
letdown, to be honest, because like, why am I going to eat something that's fruit if it's not even going to be good for me?
Well, have you ever had pretzel salad?
What the heck is that?
So it's like a strawberry jello.
Oh, I don't like it. I've had it. I don't like. I'm not a huge Jello guy.
Pretzels in it.
No.
It's
and
not
then
the
Cool
fault.
Whip.
Yeah, it's not the fault of the dish. I
I'll do
understand
the
it.
Jello and
Jello-
Cool Whip. That's fine.
Jello and I do not agree.
The pretzels is what throws you off?
The
Yeah.
texture of Jello.
I can't
know.
eat it because it's gelatin.
I'm not a huge
but
fan. Of
I
it.
loved.
I'll
I
eat
used
like
to love Jello.
I'll eat like a piece of Jello for a good time, but it's like marshmallows, where like it gets gross kind of quick. Like if you have a bag of marshmallows, that first one I'm like that was a good time. Second time I'm like and then it's like gross. Like all right, I don't need to keep eating marshmallows.
I always
about
fill up
fluff?
on pumpkin pie mainly because.
Oh, do they have side dish by state? This is what we would need.
Oh.
What's Virginia's? Virginia's better be mac and cheese or mashed taters.
Yeah, I'm thinking mashed potatoes.
I'm fine with
surprised
either of those.
Scalloped potatoes was up there.
Yeah, I'm fine with mashed potatoes or mac and cheese being
Yeah.
Virginia's.
Oh, yeah.
If it's not one of those two, they must have interviewed different people than me.
I would agree.
Full survey results.
Dude, my knuckles are like super chapped and cracked, and I couldn't figure out why because the rest of my hand's
Oh, here
not.
we go.
And then I realized it's 'cause I
Virginia.
ran.
Okay, so this isn't just sides. This is all dishes, and in
Oh.
Virginia, turkey is king.
Well,
Which
all
is
those
not
things.
no,
Okay,
but
what's
it's
the
not very
second?
common. Like turkey is not a common answer. I'm gonna see if there's any really weird ones. In Connecticut, it's Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. Connecticut, what are you doing?
There's some interesting
Remind me
ones.
to never go to Connect
In
Cut.
Kentucky, it's candied yams.
Oh, that makes sense.
West Virginia is Hawaiian bread rolls.
Oh, heck yeah,
Oh,
West
yeah.
Virginia.
They got it going.
Well,
We
on.
should pair up.
Virginia.
There's a
Virginia,
lot of.
West
There's a
Virginia.
few of those. Oklahoma also has that as their
Hawaiian
answer.
bread roll is incredible.
A lot of people.
It's like orange package.
Yeah,
ones.
King's Hawaiian.
A lot of people say green
Hawaiian
bean
sweet
casserole.
rolls.
Sweet potato pie is very popular. Pumpkin pie. A lot of pies. A lot of people like
Pumpkin
pie.
pie.
Who would have thought America eats a lot
What's
of pie?
your favorite kind of pie?
Ever? Or like
Yes.
around this time?
Yeah, ever.
Chocolate.
Ooh.
There's a U-Crops chocolate pie,
I've never
and
really
my grandma
had.
makes
I've
chocolate
never really
pie.
had chocolate pie. I don't-
Never?
Well, at least like any that
Okay,
was notable.
here's what you need to do. You need to go to either Food Lion or Kroger on your way home today. This is your assignment. And you need to get a U-Crops brand chocolate pie. They even will sometimes make personal ones if you don't want to share with anyone else. It's like
That's
this
what I
big.
want, yeah. Okay.
And eat that and then report back to
I
me.
like pie. I like pie with ice cream. I would say that
ice cream, man.
I like blackberry and blueberry pie probably the most.
I'm not a big berry pie guy for some
Yeah.
reason.
I really
Same.
like berry pie because I like eating with ice cream, so it kind of like you get a little tartness of the berry that levels out the sweetness of the whole thing.
Okay.
But like I do, like this time of year, like pumpkin pie, I
Pumpkin
love
pie.
it with a little bit of whipped cream on top.
Apple pie.
Apple pie is always good.
I like
That's up
pumpkin
there.
pie better than
Apple pie is always good.
Apple pie, I feel
There's
like more
nothing wrong
year.
with apple pie.
I feel like
you know?
apple pie is
I
more
would take
year
apple pie or
round.
pumpkin pie.
Like if someone brings an apple pie to July 4th, you're not weirded out. If
No.
someone brings a pumpkin pie to July 4th, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
like calm down, man.
I don't know why July 4th is my pie
pumpkin
day.
is like
but-
typecasted like into the fall. Like what are other foods like that are like pumpkin's
well, like
a
it's because
versatile
pumpkin,
food?
but pumpkin's a fall food.
Why though?
Because pumpkins.
Pumpkin's a fall
Halloween.
thing.
Yeah, but there
Halloween.
there's a ton of seasonal things. But like it, as I'm saying, it's gotten typecast.
I think squash is seasonal.
No, it's not. People eat squash all the time.
I hear about squash.
But there
way
are a
more
lot
in
of
fall.
like crops that are grown seasonally. Obviously, they all are to some extent.
Yeah.
And like they don't get typecasted like pumpkins have. And I think it has to do with decor and like pumpkin spice lattes in this era. Like pretty much do it for you. But
peppermint, not a crop, but it gets typecasted.
kind of does into winter.
You'll have like, well, I think part of the peppermint one is because
It all
it's like
kind of goes back to decor, doesn't it?
well, decor and as a cold remedy thing. Like a lot of people use peppermint oils to like clear nostrils and stuff. You drop a few in the bottom of your shower, and like colds are
Really?
obviously opens your nostrils.
Because here's
like
the thing,
wild.
like I feel like if you think about like summer typecasted thing, it's all like ice cream, popsicles, like cold things, like that makes sense. But like pumpkins and fall doesn't actually make any sense other than the fact that it just happened. And it makes sense in the fact that that's when they're growing, but like other than that,
well, I think it's because like it's a common thing to go like pumpkin.
Watermelon is summer.
Watermelon in
because
summer.
it's refreshing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's at least sense to that.
But pumpkin, I think it's like it's a thing to go pick pumpkins.
Yes, but like that's what I'm saying. Like it's also a thing to go
Like strawberries, I feel like
It's a thing to go
they're more
pick
a summer.
apples and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But like they don't get typecasted as hard as pumpkins do. Pumpkins are like
Apples are very fall. Like you don't
Like, if
cook
you're
with
eating-
apples nearly as much in the summer.
I say this to say that if you're eating a pumpkin pie or if you're making a pumpkin bread in other times of the year, it's a little like, Whereas like those other foods, people aren't going to bat an eye at you.
I don't know if I showed up to Thanksgiving and there was watermelon sliced up on the table, I'd probably
I'd
feel
be a
the
little
same
weirded
way
out.
as if I showed up to Easter and there was a pumpkin pie. I think I'd have the same feeling towards it. I think both of them
I
I'd be
think I
like,
would.
well, I'm
I'm
excited to
talking
eat
more
it.
season rather than holiday.
Well, summer
Because like
season.
Thanksgiving, the holiday has like a very
No, because
coordinated thing.
pumpkin
but, like,
pie, like at Christmas, is common.
I think I'd be more like a little questioning the watermelon because it's like watermelon is kind of a temperamental fruit and it's way out of season at that point.
I think that's what happens with pumpkin, though. Like, our pumpkin's grown in the summer.
But like you can get pumpkin puree, which is used for like all pumpkin dishes at any time of the year.
Yeah, but it has to all root
yeah.
back to like before they had puree.
That's what it all comes.
Because you can probably get
that's what it all
watermelon
comes down to.
cubes at the
I'm
store
saying some
any time of
foods
the
have
year.
transcended that. They've risen above, and pumpkin is not.
Well, like tomatoes have technically risen above, but everyone knows tomatoes are better in the summer.
Yeah, but like that sure doesn't stop them.
No, like it's risen above it.
And like, does
But,
it
like,
come down to the
well, so
like?
many
Why
things
are
are made with
some like
tomatoes.
some foods? Yeah, as I'm saying, like that's what I'm saying, like tomato sauce rose above and became a staple in cuisine all over. And maybe it also has to do with the fact
Pumpkin's
that
not
tomatoes can be
versatile
grown
enough.
more. Like, are pumpkins not grown a lot of places?
I think they're just not versatile enough.
Yeah.
I guess not.
Because
That's
what are you making pumpkin in? Pie, bread.
We'll never know, man. Our taste buds have already been trained.
True.
Well, like what is some other
Like if the time like
Seeds,
if I
pumpkin
never give
seeds.
Brooks anything but pumpkin sauce on his spaghetti, is he gonna know any different?
No, don't get down this road, man. It's like my carrot dessert road. People do not like it.
What?
Bro,
When I said if I
man.
like this was before I had Luca,
Okay.
I said if I treated carrots or any type of vegetable as his dessert.
Yeah.
So it's like if you finish your food, you get a carrot. So where like he like identified that as a reward, would it make him want to eat healthier? That was the whole question I posed.
The problem is though, if you give him the sweet foods as well, no. I think the answer. If you,
I want to know the boundary of
I
like
have
how much
thought-
of your brain is wired because it's a reward.
No, but I have thought to myself, that is a good point. I have thought to myself, like, if you control, like, if I don't, and obviously the whole moral of this is like, it's impossible to control at the end of the day. Like, everything your child eats, like, they might go to a birthday party and eat cake. But, like, if you control it to where the sweetest thing your child ever eats is fruit, then that is the best thing ever to them. But that's not going to stop my wife and I from eating a pint of ice cream in front of our child. So like that's obviously not sustainable for my family. Yeah. But like that is a real thing. Like you only know what you know.
Well, because like
when
for
it comes to
instance-
taste.
For instance, I don't know if this is where my logic came from originally.
But imagine if you were so starved of like sugar and like you just got like the tiniest little taste of it somewhere, like you'd freak out. You'd be like, what the heck? Like what am I
It'd probably be
missing?
too sweet.
Yeah,
maybe.
it'd
Yeah,
probably
maybe
be
it'd
gross.
overwhelm you.
Yeah, I think it'd be gross.
Yeah.
Because a lot of like
Maybe.
I've met people who just like never their family was not big sweet people.
Yeah.
And if they eat like a dessert like
just,
I
like,
eat,
overwhelms
it's like
them.
disgusting to them.
I
It's way
get that.
Too sweet.
Yeah, I get that.
But I don't know if this is the logic behind my original argument, but for instance, if I have my dog food,
Yeah.
okay, but I take some of their dog food out and because I do this every once in a while, just because like they want treats and I don't want to give them treats, take their dog food out and I put it into any other type of container that human food's normally in.
They think it's...
When I pull it out of that container and toss it to them, they will eat 5, 10, 15. They don't care. They are excited every time to get it, even though they know once it hits their mouth, they have to realize it's their food.
Probably, yeah.
But they don't care.
Dogs also eat things so fast, though, that I wonder how much
There's
they
like-
actually taste it.
Yeah.
It's like down their esophagus.
Like I can get them to do
before-
tricks with their dog food if I pull it out of the right container.
Right,
Because
yeah.
it's associated with the reward.
Yeah.
Another thing where your brain's associated is, remember, I was telling y'all, but I'll tell the podcast this. So my wife and I went on an anniversary trip to a resort. We ordered room service the first night. Typical room service, you walk out to the door, you meet the person, they hand it to you, or it's on a tray. That's what I was expecting. This person at this place wheeled in a whole table into our room, set it up like for a sit-down restaurant eating experience. I ordered a cheese pizza to eat this because they have an Italian restaurant downstairs that has really good cheese pizza. And it's from the same restaurant. Like it's not like the whole separate kitchen. It's the exact same cheese pizza. Ate it in the room. Very solid. Very good cheese pizza. Next night, we went to this Italian restaurant. I ordered the exact same cheese pizza. Right? And like when I was first eating it, I was like, this cheese pizza is incredible. This is way better than the one last night. But then I started looking at it and I like inspected it. I was like, this is the same pizza of last night.
Yeah.
And then I like really focused on the taste. I'm like, it doesn't taste any different. It tastes the exact same. But because I was sitting in a fancier restaurant, it had been served to me. I got dressed up to go to it. I had bread next to me to eat some bread. Because of the environment, it made the cheese pizza taste way better.
It's true.
But it was the exact same cheese pizza.
It's true. It's like certain foods tasting better at sporting events and things like that.
Yeah.
It's like if I go to a baseball game to eat a hot dog, it's going to taste a heck of a lot better to me than if I'm sitting in my living room eating a hot dog.
Yeah.
Like that. I totally get
Same thing
behind
with
that.
pretzels at amusement parks.
Because I think you get more excited to eat certain things in certain locations.
Yeah.
So like I think that's
So I think that's what I'm saying is
contributes
like, how powerful is that part of our brain? Like if you were to train it with the carrot,
to it. You remember that?
how powerful
it's like
is
that,
it?
It's like that movie that came out a bunch of years ago where it was
Limitless?
like, yeah, like the person like unlocking their
Yeah, you can take a
entire
pill
brain
and
or whatever.
use 100% of your
Yeah.
brain. And they basically are
It's like,
superhuman.
what could you do? Yeah,
Well, it's like the David Goggins book.
it's like it.
Literally.
It's true.
Like he just basically
He took the pill,
tells his
man.
mind to shut up and just realizes how much his body can do.
Craps his pants.
I'm gonna need all of that on Thursday, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, man. It's tomorrow. I got
Have
a
you
carbo
been
load
running,
tonight.
Trev?
What?
You been running?
I haven't been as consistent as I'd like to have been because I got hurt. So
But you got new shoes, so you're good, right?
yeah, but then I got new shoes, ran a little bit more. My schedule got really busy, so I'm not where I want to be, but that's not going to stop me from gassing myself out 1,000% tomorrow. So like I'm basically gonna end up dead and with a bad time, a double whammy.
yeah.
Whereas I could just go out there,
No.
run it casually, end up with a bad time and not be dead, but I'm not going to do that. And who knows? Because I'm still young enough that I can will myself to do crazy things. And like this is what I used to do at turkey trots when I was like younger. And granted, because I was younger, I was just inherently in better shape. But I used to not run all year, get to these turkey trots, and then just like leave it all out there like I was going to pass out and die. And I would run like pretty acceptable times. And that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Is basically my legs will be fresh,
Yep.
but I'm going to be, when I'm coming up that hill towards the end of that course, I'm going to be hurting so bad. And then it's going to be a battle of the mind. And also maybe a battle of, am I just going to throw up?
That's what I did last year. Well, I didn't fully throw
threw
up,
up?
but I got mighty close. I had to stop because I was heaving.
I don't know what I'm capable of, but
You
I'm
just
gonna
gotta
find out
go. You just
tomorrow.
gotta throw up. You'll feel better. Just keep running.
I rue the opportunity though. I'm very excited.
I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm running at the Outer Banks. So flatter course, it's going to be warmer. It'll be 55 when I'm running. Downside, I'm not going to know anyone.
Yeah.
I don't even think, because the check-in is,
The motivation's not there.
I can't find when the race starts anywhere.
not good.
Check-in's from 7 to 7:30 if you want to pick your t-shirt up.
It might be 8 o'clock then, because
So
like
it's
our race
probably
starts at
8 o'clock. So I think I'm showing up around 7:15 because they were acting like the race is sold out, whatever that means. I don't know how many people they're allowing, but they were acting like if you're not in line, because after 7:30 they just give you your bib and then you have to come back after the race to pick up your t-shirt. Not the end of the world, but I would like to be in line to get my t-shirt before the race.
You
so
don't
that after
start
the
and
race,
end at the same spot?
you do, but you'd have to just like go back and talk to someone to get your
Oh,
shirt.
gotcha. Okay.
I'd rather just finish my race, get in my car, and go.
Makes sense.
I don't know if my wife is, because it's me, my wife, my son, obviously, but he can't do anything, and my father-in-law. So I don't know if my wife is going to get up with my son and come to the race or not in the morning. So there is a solid chance that it's just me. That I'm just out there, a bunch of strangers, sending it.
Just booking it.
Yeah. And like that's not the same as like last year. It was like me, Trevor, Brody, Kelsey's mom, your father-in-law, Liz was on the sideline.
It was a squad.
Someone else was there we knew.
Meekly was there.
Meekly was there. Bunch of people. So it was like you were feeding off everyone's energy, and then you were like looking at people. Like my whole race, I was tracking Trevor, trying to beat Trevor.
Would it be funny?
Like now I don't, like if I pick the wrong person to try to beat, I'm going to like toast myself.
Would it be funny if I just get behind Kyle and see how long I can stay on his pace?
You know, I've thought about this, right? Mm-hmm. I could go run a mile at a 7-minute pace.
Yes.
1
you
mile.
could run a mile.
I could run a mile.
Yeah.
So if I were to run a mile at a 7-minute pace and then stop for about a minute and then crank out another mile at a 7-minute pace.
It's not happening. You're not running that next one at a 7-minute pace. No.
I'm just thinking about it.
Just remember those interval runs, but the really hard ones, like those minute breaks.
But I
went
feel like right now a mile 7-minute pace wouldn't be sprinting for me. Like I feel like I could do that.
You'd be moving.
But I have a whole minute to recover, and then if I just don't recover for the full minute,
go ahead and try it.
But no, I'm not going to because I'm scared. But I might do it in my neighborhood. I might do it in my neighborhood
real fast, man.
When I get back next week, I might do it just to see. Because like if I don't use the full minute to recover, right, and I do that for the entire race, then I run a sub-8 time.
Yeah.
Like if I only use 35 seconds to recover.
If it was that easy.
Just get to the race, be like, hey, what's your pace? What pace you setting? All right, we're running together.
Yeah. Well, it's like the people at the turkey trot last year. They might have been onto something, right? We thought they were dumb last year. But if I was running the turkey trot this year, I think I would do what they did. They just sprinted down the hills.
Oh.
Because like, why do you actually need to conserve energy in a turkey trot?
Well, the hill for me is always like recovery time.
It should be, but why do you need to recover with a 3-mile run?
Why do you need to recover? Because there's uphill. I need to save my legs. Like that's where.
What I'm saying is, if I can run down the hill, burn some energy, but down that hill, I'm going like a 6-minute pace.
That's
for a decent
I don't think
chunk
you remember
of it.
how like 6 minutes you're dead sprinting down that hill.
Yeah, I'm just letting myself go down that hill. Like I'm just not trying to stop myself.
I don't know, man.
I feel like that's what you're supposed to do.
No, you're supposed to recover downhill and push uphill.
Yeah, because
that's what you're supposed to do. Because the downhill is the easiest, obviously. So you recover, build yourself back, so that when you get to an uphill, you can lean into the hill and push a little bit. You shorten your stride, lean into the hill and push. I'm just saying a turkey trot, like 3 miles. Why can't I just like sprint down the hill? I'm not gonna have a hilly course.
Do everything that you put your mind to. Man.
Like I feel like that might be the key to, if you're not good enough to just run a fast pace, like is that a cheat? To like just take like 5-10 seconds off.
If I was running and I all of a sudden just swoom like right past me, I'd be like, what in the world?
Well, that happened to me multiple times at the turkey trot last year.
People just cook it down the hill.
Because Brody asked me that after the race. He's like, is that the strategy?
I think they're incorrectly running. Like I think those are people that think, oh, downhill, now we can go fast.
Or is it people that are in our shoes where they're not fast and they know,
I don't think
like
anybody thinks about running the way we do.
No,
we're like you got two people that aren't that fast and are just trying to be. I don't know.
People definitely do.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
People definitely do.
90% of the people running a turkey trot.
No, turkey trots people don't give two fricks.
Yeah, are just there to like say they ran a turkey trot.
A lot of them are walking.
That's how I feel this year.
Really?
Yeah, but a lot of people walk the turkey trot.
It's a run/walk. Yeah, you can walk it.
I just feel like
Kenzie's gonna run/walk with Brooks in a stroller.
That's gonna be intense. That final hill push with the stroller.
That's gonna be mostly a walk, probably.
That's fair. Or as a good husband, you should finish your race, turn around, walk back, and then push that stroller.
They don't let you back in the track.
Yeah, they do. I saw someone. Yeah, I saw people walking back and finishing themselves.
No, dude, you'll get tased.
Oh, it's because Kenzie's gonna listen to this, and you don't want her to think that you're gonna do that for her.
They'll put you down, man.
You're right. Yeah, they'll actually shoot you with rubber bullets. It's crazy.
Yeah. I saw oh my gosh, I wish I could find this TikTok. I saw the funniest would you rather scenario ever on TikTok yesterday. I wanted to bring it to the banter. I don't know if I liked it. Where it's like this guy goes on and on and on for, it's like the most like thought out would you rather ever. Where like on each end of it, he goes on for like 2 minutes talking about this. And one of them, basically the gist of it, I'll try to remember as much as I can. The gist of it was, would you rather? And the first one is you have to assemble a Boeing 747. You have all the parts and you have all the instructions. And like, this is where it gets funny because he's like, you can call the helpline for Boeing, but you can only call them during normal business hours, 9 to 5, Monday through Thursday, 9 to 3 on Friday. Like, that's how detailed he's getting. And he's like, and you have 5 years to do it or else you die. And there were a few other stipulations. Oh, and then he goes, and you get a $20 a week stipend for Chipotle, and that's all your food or something. And then the other end of it was like, or would you rather have a death match with a silverback gorilla, but you choose the arena and you get to choose one of 3 weapons. And the first weapon is a bow and arrow, but you only get 10 arrows, and it's like the sort of blunt practice arrows that you can only really do damage with if you hit a really perfect shot. Or you get a 7-foot spear, or you get a gun, but the bullets are hidden around the arena. It's like if you choose a desert, they're buried under sand places. And like, he just goes on for like 3 minutes on each side of the argument. It's the funniest thing ever. And I just got to the end of it and I was like, I don't know the answer to that question at all.
I'm going silverback gorilla. I'm choosing somewhere with really...
My question is, can I choose the ocean? And can silverback gorillas swim? Wouldn't surprise me.
Yes, absolutely.
Can they?
Surely.
Can they
I think I'm
outswim
going-
you, though?
Can they outswim me?
I think I'm
That's
going...
They're
Good
very
question.
heavy.
I'm going silverback gorilla. I'm choosing... I need somewhere where bullets can't be hard to find.
A basketball gym.
But I need somewhere like... I'm wondering like what... I need to figure out the
Pummeling you, dude.
the worst surface for their paws so that I have a shot at running to a bullet.
Yeah.
I'm going to need 3 or 4 bullets.
I
at
don't
least.
know if there's one that you're going to have a better time traveling
Well, like
than
I
they
can like
do.
figure out my shoe situation.
I still
Because like
don't know.
they aren't going to put anything else on their paws. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking like what if I went like oiled up wooden gym.
So how are you getting
They're
around?
slipping around.
My goal is we drop in
Yeah.
and that I have enough time that I'm assuming I have a revolver. I have enough time to pop that thing open, get 2 shots in, like run belly slide like a penguin, Matrix style, grab 2, boom, boom.
You just rely on
spin
the
that
chaos.
thing back, boom, boom. And I hope I hit.
You just got to rely on the chaos. So you don't like your odds of the 747?
Well, I don't know the full story of the 747.
There was
like
a
the
lot of
747.
stipulations to it.
I don't know though, because like, are you the only one
and,
building
like,
it? Because like,
yes.
how are you moving those pieces?
Well, and the important part too was like
and with $20,
It had to
in
be-
your stomach.
Well,
Look at the energy conservation.
how much?
the
You
crucial
have
part
one
too was
thing of
like it had to be built to like industry standard. Like it had to be built to
Yeah.
like this
What
thing
is
is like
built? What is putting it together?
he made
it's
it
gotta
seem
fly.
he made it seem like
Do
not
I need to
not
put
every
all
screw
of
and
the engine together?
he made it seem like it was like not every single screw and bolt, but like all of the essential pieces have to be assembled together by you with like instruction manuals. And it's a 747.
I don't think you could get that done in
That's
5
what I'm
years.
saying. I don't think you could do it. Well, I don't think it's a time frame. I just don't think you could do it because I think you'd also be withering away to nothing because your Chipotle budget. I like just risking it all with the silverback gorilla.
Yeah, I feel that.
Just like
Just like,
he's gonna tear
let's
me
not-
limb
yeah,
from
I'm
limb,
not-
but like let's just make it quick. Let's just figure out if I'm living or dying here.
Let's not let this go for 5 years.
Yeah.
Spear? You're not killing it with a spear?
7-foot spear.
I
I feel
agree.
like they're just breaking that in half, and like even if it's in them, they have enough time to kill me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because a
Well, you
silverback
gotta hit
gorilla
them
is
in the right
massive.
place.
They're scary.
Like a gun's your only chance, and you just need somewhere you can get to
Well,
bullets
is it?
quick.
Yeah. It's your only
Like,
chance.
Is it even a chance?
Oh no, here's what I'm
You
doing.
saw what they did to Harambe, bro.
Can you choose like where you get dropped, like where you're located and where they're located?
Well, you should be in the same place.
Well, I know, but so my idea is if I pick somewhere with a really thin hallway,
Oh.
so that the gorilla can't get through the hallway. So then I have a shot to get as many bullets as I can, and I can shoot down the hallway.
That's smart.
It's like a maze.
That's smart.
Kind of like a maze.
A maze, honestly, high key might be your best bet.
Well, unless the gorilla drops right next to you,
yeah.
because then you can't get away from them, and you're
Good
dead.
question. It's a good question. Got corn maze.
Um,
It's a deathmatch arena, dude. Why didn't they put that in the Hunger Games?
well,
Have
they-
you seen that? Have you seen that movie? I forget what it's
Maze
called.
Runner?
Yeah, Maze
Yeah,
Runner.
I've seen Maze Runner. Seen
a
the
good
first
movie.
one. It's pretty electric. Did I see this? I saw the second one. I think I saw all of them. They kind of got worse.
that's
They
how
did.
they all.
It's
that's
like
what
one of
always
those. It's one of those series where it's like they have a really cool concept of this maze situation, and then once you get out of the maze, it's like, Well, now we have these characters and like some stuff, but it's not as cool as the maze.
No,
the maze was the cool part.
We should figure out how to make a maze for a Foundation Nation video.
Good luck with
A lot
that.
of cardboard.
How the heck are we going to make a maze?
I said we should figure it out. I didn't say I have it figured
The
out.
amount of material that would require.
I was telling y'all this morning about the Mr. Beast studio tour.
Incredible.
It's insane.
That's what our studio looks like.
He has like a 50,000 square foot warehouse.
Oh, he has 3, doesn't he?
And he sound treated it. It was like hundreds of thousands of dollars. So like you're in this empty
I've seen
warehouse,
that.
and when you clap, there's no like
That's
clap
incredible.
back.
That must be nice.
Ain't no clapback.
And he has like individually
claps back in
controlled
here.
sprinklers in there so that he can control when they blow stuff up to put it out in just like one studio. So he doesn't have to worry about fires.
That's convenient. It's very nice.
That's nice.
It's wild. I put a Twitter poll out about the turkey trot. Just asking people what they thought my time was going to be at this year's turkey trot. So the options were less than 25 minutes, 25 to 27 minutes, 27 to 29 minutes,
Oh, it's even.
and
across the
29
board,
plus minutes.
Pretty much.
And the 37% said 25 to 27, which that range is I'd be very happy with that range. 25 to 27, I'm
I think
happy.
you hit it in
I
that
think that's
range.
where you'll be.
Less than 25, I'm like,
Here's what I'm
just
saying.
ran the race
though,
of my life.
I ran
27 to
sub
29.
26 last year. I ran sub 26 last year, and you are in way better shape than I
but
was last year.
the Apple Valley 5K, I ran 28.
Yeah, but that was cross country,
I'm just saying.
and you gassed yourself. That I'm telling you, that race was so hard. That is what gives me hope. Is
That Apple Valley
Like,
5K,
I
I ran
ran
a 28-27.
that thing I ran like you ran what
28-27.
Yeah, and I was like 29 something, and like I was kaputs that whole race. So like I can't run worse than that. Gosh, dude, I'm so scared for myself tomorrow.
What's your goal?
What is my goal?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really have one. I'm just
Oh.
gonna wing it. Last year I had a
goal,
goal. I
man?
can't have a goal.
Yes, you need
no,
to have
I
a
can't
goal.
because I can't have a goal because I have no idea what to expect. My goal, here's what my goal is, Silas. It's not a numbers goal, it's a mindset goal. My goal is to leave it all out there. That's my goal. The last time I ran
All
2
right.
miles at an 8:35 pace,
Yeah.
and like I felt like I was
So you can go
moving.
25.
So I think if I ran
Sub 25.
I think if I go sub 27, it would be fantastic. Like
I
a
mean,
really good run.
You got that easy.
I don't think I do.
You do.
I don't think I do.
Like sub 27, I'm happy with.
Yeah.
I'm very
I
happy.
think
Shouldn't
you
be.
got that too.
You shouldn't be.
I'd be very happy with it.
You shouldn't
Well,
be.
my PR, I just looked at my PR on Strava.
You ran like 4 miles at like an 8:30 the other day.
Yes. But 830 times 3.15. Let's just do that.
That
So
was
8.5
4 miles.
times
What is Kyle running?
3.15.
What did
That's
he- what did
26.
Kyle
That's
run?
that'd be just under 27 minutes.
No, you just typed in 8.5.
Yeah, 8.5. 8:30. 8 minutes and 30 seconds is 8.5 decimal wise
Yeah.
because it's halfway to a minute.
But is that going to give you an accurate time?
Yeah.
Yeah, why would it not?
Oh, yeah, well,
Because 26.75 would be like 26 minutes 45 seconds.
5Ks are long, dude. It's that 0.15 that gets you.
What is Kyle running this thing? What
Yeah.
does he run?
Kyle's
What
gonna
does he
cook.
run?
Kyle will probably do like
man.
17 minutes.
Golly.
He'll cook all
Probably,
those,
if I had to
dude.
guess. The Apple Valley one, which I agree was a slow race. It was a tough race. He ran in, I think, right around 20.
Yeah, he'll be way faster in this one.
So yeah, he should be very fast.
I'm
in
going to
this
need vibes from the crowd for sure.
crowd.
Gonna need vibes. It'll be a lot. Although I will say, I registered. I feel like I registered like kind of later in the game this year, like in October potentially, and I was only bib like 776.
Yeah, I don't know what the race at the Outer Banks is gonna look like.
Yeah, it's like 100 people probably.
Well, yeah, because they said sold out, but I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it can't be more than like 100 to 200 people.
What? Why?
It can't.
'Cause
Well,
it's
because
Outer
it's the Outer
Banks.
Banks. Like who? It's not really a popular
many
vacation
people-
place
yeah,
this time of year.
Not many people are on vacation on Thanksgiving at the Outer Banks and are like, "Hey, I'm going to run a turkey trot."
I think
Yeah.
you get 500.
And not many people live there.
No,
Yep.
there'll be 500
I
people
think you
there.
get 500.
It would be sick if it was, but
Yeah, ask
there's
them.
just no
Yeah,
way.
And
ask
also,
them.
like, they don't even have like the fact it's not that many people because they're having you pick up your bibs at the race.
Well, you can do it pre.
There isn't. So do you have your bib
Yeah.
number yet?
No, but you can pick it up pre.
But they're not handing out bib numbers.
Well, like
saying-
they're handing out bib numbers at the race.
But I'm saying like the Lynchburg one is big enough to where like they have to give you your bid numbers early so that when you go to the drive-through pickups that there's 2 whole time slots for. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
There's 2 whole time slots for this one.
think
I just
you
give
get,
him my
like,
name.
2,000 Lynchburg. Huh?
I feel like Lynchburg one
Lynchburg's
will have like
big.
a couple thousand. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Outer Banks one.
What does the money go to?
Final instructions.
I think it's for
Is it
like
like
Thanksgiving
charity?
meals. It
Nice.
pays for Thanksgiving
That's
meals
cool.
for people.
That's very cool.
5K race start time's 8 a.m.
So we start at the same time. So that's great. We'll know our results.
There's no
Is there
chip timing
waves?
at this one.
Is there
so that-
waves, or do you
It's
just
a little.
all
It's
go?
a little less. It's a little less it's you don't have chip timing.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be less intense because there can't be that many people here. Yeah, so pickup, you can do it 4 to 7 p.m. today, which I won't be down there yet. Or you can do it in the morning from 7 to 7:45, but at 7:30, they're only going to hand out bibs. That's it.
It's hard to believe that's happening tomorrow. I'm not prepared.
You hydrated?
I need to start. That's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's going
That's
to
a
be like
make or
36 degrees, which is like I'm not going to be like sucking in the cold winter of the Witch of Narnia. Like it's not that cold.
What's
Not-
the fit? Shorts, pants?
Shorts with tights or something, or maybe like I don't know, or maybe joggers. Doesn't really matter. Probably shorts with running tights. Like I'll definitely wear a layered for sure. Like I'm not going to go out there in just shorts. I like to feel cozy.
Is the turkey trot like waves, or is it just you all go?
No,
You all go.
But your time,
hectic.
your chip time doesn't start until you cross the
Right,
line,
right,
like when it's
right.
chip time.
Yeah.
Because
I
they'll
know
usually
some races do like waves.
they hold up signs
It's like
usually.
the fast people go first.
Well, that's how they do.
They ask you if you
They
like
hold
a
up
running.
signs. They say if this is what your mile pace is,
Yeah.
line up here.
You're supposed to be there.
Yes, because
Yeah.
they don't. Because like technically, if you're lined up further, you are going to run a few hundred
Slower.
feet before you get. No, like your time won't start until you get to the line, but you're gonna have to run a few hundred feet before you get to the line.
Well,
So,
also
like,
they want the people who are going to win the race to all start at the same time.
yes,
Yeah.
Because you don't want someone who
sprinting up through the back who's like
Yeah, you don't want someone who runs a like 14-minute 5K and is going to win,
Just blowing by everyone.
and then like someone else finishes 10 seconds ahead of them, but their time, that's a nightmare to figure out. So they just have everyone who's like gonna possibly
Yeah.
win start.
No,
at the
that's
same
I
how
do
it should
usually
be.
start way too aggressively because like I get myself up towards the front a little bit. So
I think that's the best thing to do.
I'm gonna
rather
be
than
hurting really
opposite.
bad.
Then you go eat.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad.
I'm trying to look. Yeah, mine's through a golf course, which would be
That's
fun.
cool.
Yeah, we start there, then we run through this golf course. Down somewhere in here is the turnaround, and then we just run right back through the golf course around this South Links Drive loop, and you finish right back up behind the food line. And that's it.
Easy enough.
Easy money.
Where's Outer Banks, North or South Carolina?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. It's almost in Virginia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's very like you drive through Virginia Beach to get there from here.
OBX. I've never been there.
I went to
Good time.
Duck. Isn't that in the Outer Banks?
Sounds familiar.
Duck, North
Duck,
Carolina.
North Carolina. The Outer Banks stretches for a long part.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to Nag's Head.
Oh.
Yeah. It's gonna be a good time. Good time. Yeah, Saturday I was trying to get a like decently long run in at the Greenbrier where we were at. And I planned my route. There were like different routes I could pick from. But I wanted one that, and I realize now why this wasn't one I could pick from on Strava. I wanted to run down Main Street because it's like a cool little downtown area. And then I wanted to loop back and then run the street that has all the like golfers' homes. Because like
Yeah.
there's a golf course, and so like this back strip has like a bunch of rich people's houses. So it's very fun to just like, I've never ran the full street. I've just like seen some of the houses back there. So I was like, I want to finish on that stretch and then run through the golf course back up. So it's gonna be like 5 miles or so. Is what I had planned. So I'm get out, stretch, run, leave the Greenbrier, run down Main Street, run through these back neighborhoods to the back entrance where like the road turns into this, I forget what they called it, but it turns into whatever road has all the golf course houses on it. And this is obvious, but I don't know why I didn't think about it. It's gated off. So I get there and it's just a chain link fence locked.
Correct.
The only way you
That
can get
makes
to it is
sense.
from inside the resort.
Was there not like a little thing you could, like a call box?
No, like that road is just like shut there.
Oh,
The
right.
only way to get in is through the Greenbrier Resort. So then I just turned around and ran back, and I got back to the front entrance, and like that's where you can turn to go down the road to run through those houses. And I like looked at it like, do I go now? But then if I were to do that, it was gonna be like almost 7 miles. But I didn't bring water because I was only gonna run 5. And I was like, towards the end of the 7 miles at the pace I'm going, I'm gonna want water. So I just finished and I ran 3.5.
Lame.
I was sad because I ran it at a 9-minute pace.
Because you were anticipating running a longer run.
Yeah, I was planning on running 5 miles.
Right.
So I was like
slow.
9-minute pace, and then I finished 3.5, and I like didn't feel like I ran.
That
I
sucks.
was like, frick. Which like that, between that and me running 4 miles at 8:37 makes me feel like I can run fast. Like it makes me feel like I could run a sub 8 5K.
You do have all the pressure on you.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it because I think what's going to end up
You have
happening,
to rise to the occasion.
something's going to happen during the race tomorrow.
You're going to blow a tire.
I'm gonna pull a hammy or I don't know. Something's
Oh
gonna
my
happen.
gosh! Speaking of blowing tires, I got a story for you guys.
Blow a tire.
Yeah, I get it. So we drove to Pennsylvania Friday, and when we left probably around I don't know, somewhere in the 3 to 4 range, and we're on pace. It's like a 5-hour drive, and we're on pace to get to Pennsylvania around 9:30 at night. So not too bad. We get 40 minutes out on I-81 headed north and absolutely destroy my back left tire. Like it just implodes.
Like shredded?
Oh,
or?
shredded. It was like it turned into AstroTurf.
Mm-hmm.
And so I pull over and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like, and first of all, we're on the side. There's not a ton of shoulder. We're on the side of 81, which is a highway of death.
Big highway.
People do be flying on the highway, and it is bitter cold. Like it feels like 10 degrees outside. It is bad. Like it's so cold that like if you walk outside for a second, you're shivering. So like we're on this busy highway, and it's my left tire, and we're on the right side of the road, obviously, or right side of the highway northbound. So I don't have enough shoulder to change this tire myself, even if I was going to attempt to. Because I'm going to get hit by a semi truck, and I peek out, look at this tire, and it is just discombobulated. It's gone. So I'm like, well, this sucks. So I'm like, I have AAA, and it's bailed me out before, and I call AAA the first time, and I spend like 15 minutes with this, and I've always had a positive experience with AAA. Let's keep that in mind. I spent like 15 minutes with this woman trying to explain to her where I am on the highway when like literally there is an exit sign right in front of me. I almost made it to an exit 47. I'm literally staring at it. And this lady just cannot comprehend. And I'm like, there is an exit right there. She's like, is there a mile marker? I'm like, it's probably mile marker 47. That's typically how they do it. And so she finally locates me after like 15 minutes and goes, oh, well, like, no, it won't let me pin you because, and like, this is after going, she's like, put me on hold, had to go, like, ask somebody something. She's like, it won't let me pin your location because you're not in my area. I'm like, then why did you receive this call? Like, I called a general line that had me enter in the city. She transfers me. She's like, I'm going to transfer you. They'll call you back. First thing I hate when it's somebody else's responsibility to call you. That sucks. But like a minute later, phone rings. I'm like, all right, fine. Get on the phone. She's like, I see your open call here. And at this point, I can already see the writing on the wall. And my dad is like only 40 minutes out. I'm like, you need to start driving this way because like you got to get my baby and my wife out of this at least if this is going to take like forever. So he's on the way. And they transfer me. And I'm also thinking like if I need a tow.
Was he coming from Lynchburg?
No. No, I'm going to Pennsylvania.
So you're 40 minutes out from Pennsylvania, from where you're going.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And because also I wasn't sure if we had a spare. I couldn't remember.
I thought you said you got 40 minutes up the road.
No.
You got 40 minutes away.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if we had a spare. So I'm like, I call my parents. I'm like, I need my dad. Like, come just in case. Come get Kenzie and Brooks. And so I get transferred to this next person, and she goes, "Yeah, I see your case here, and I see where they have you located. I'm not sure why they transferred you to me because I'm in blah 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 county, and I'm not even in that area." And I'm like, what? Well, why? She's like, let me transfer you to the person you actually should be talking to. And they'll call you back.
Brutal.
This time.
Same lady.
This time, it happens where, sure enough, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, no call. And I'm like, I'm taking matters in my own hands. I call them again. This time I get connected to a person who is allegedly from the correct location. But she's like, I see you already have an open call here. And I'm like, listen, explain what happened. And she's like, well, I'm going to need to talk to dispatch to make sure this is okay. And I like right before I'm about to say, whoa, like, do you not hear the child in the back seat? Hold. Now I'm on hold for like 15 minutes. Finally, she says, okay, I got in touch with the truck. He'll be there in about an hour. And an hour has already lapsed. So now this truck probably isn't going to get here until like close to 11 o'clock at night. we've been in like on the side of the road for like an hour and a half. My dad finally arrives. He gets like all of our stuff out of the car and my wife and son so they can go. And then the truck arrives like somewhat on time. But at this point, it's like 11 o'clock. We've been on the side of the road. Car's been idling for like an hour and a half, just like hanging on for dear life. And this guy comes. There is a spare in the back. It's flat. He puts air in it. And we're just kind of like, well, I hope it holds air. Like, I don't know if it does or not, but we're just going to send it. And throws on the spare. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm just going to drive home. I tell my dad to just go ahead. I'm like, I'm just going to drive home at like 40 miles an hour, basically.
Brutal.
And 40?
My car basically, yeah, because it's a spare. You're not supposed to take them above.
Donut.
Dude, I freaking send it.
You're not supposed to take them above 50, and I wasn't even going to play that game because I was only 40 miles out. I was only like 40 minutes out. I was like, I gotta get back.
That's fair.
And so I start driving, and like my car hates it. Like, the traction, it hates it. And so like literally it like goes into all-wheel drive because it's like trying to find traction. And so I just crawled 40 miles an hour home the whole way on all-wheel drive. Woke up the next morning.
Yeah.
Tire was practically on the ground. It was so low. And I went and got it changed. What?
Was this the...
It was the Murano. Car? It was the Murano.
Okay.
And then we went and got it changed at a mechanic the next morning. But oh my gosh, dude. We didn't get there until midnight. And like when you have a baby in the backseat and you're making a successful drive, a long 5-hour drive, and then you get hit with something like that, those are moments that test you. Like when you're sitting...
That's not the story you want to hear before you have a 5-hour drive ahead of you in like 2 hours.
When you're, well, anyway, and the worst part too is it was dark, and that just makes it worse. Like it's just like dark. You feel like, man, if this car shuts off right now, we're in a bit of a situation. And like, thank goodness for things like AAA. But, well, except for on that night. But, oh, my gosh.
Yeah, because, like, even if you would have changed the spare, there was no air in the spare.
Yeah, like, I needed AAA to come fill the spare. Yeah, I was in a
The only time anything like that's
spot.
happened to me was in Texas. I had a rental car. And we were driving. We rented the car in Dallas, drove to Waco for a tournament. And then we were in Waco, and we were driving to our Airbnb. We drove straight from Dallas to the course. Filmed some stuff at the course. We're driving. We had like a 35-minute drive to our Airbnb. It's just me and my wife. And we're driving with the rental car. And like I just started hearing this noise. Everything was still driving fine. I just heard a weird noise. I was like, I'm going to just pull over. Something's like not quite right. I pull over. Tire's gone. Like just the rim's still on there, obviously. But like the thing blew up.
Shredded, yeah.
So Hertz had that like the towing package thing where like they'll come take care of you, whatever. Basically AAA, but Hertz rental car.
Yeah.
Called them. They put me on hold immediately. I'm on hold for 15 minutes. And like, I haven't even talked to anyone to explain where I'm at, anything. And we're sitting on, we don't know where we're at. We don't know if we're in a safe part of town, anything, because we're just in the middle of Texas. And so I was like, Liz, let me just see your phone. So I took Liz's phone, called a different like local tow company and just explained to them the situation. And they're like, oh, you're actually like kind of close to us. We'll have a tow truck out to you in no time. I'm like, okay, sick. But I was like, I'm not going to hang up with Hertz because like I would like to just explain to Hertz what's going on and see if they'll like compensate me for this other tow truck.
Yeah.
Tow truck, other company showed up, changed my tire, everything, got me back on the road before Hertz ever even picked up me being on hold.
Tow companies don't mess around.
So
man.
I just hung up. I was just like, screw that. So I just hung up with Hertz and just paid the guy like $100 to change my tire or whatever it was.
You know, and the funny thing is too, so we blew this tire 2 years ago on our way back from Pennsylvania. I blew a tire on 81. Like same situation where we're like 50 minutes out from home this time. I've had some bad luck. I've had some bad car luck like ever since a few years ago. But blowing a tire on the highway, like because I've also like I've gotten a flat before on like just a normal road where I'm able to just pull aside, change a tire. Like it's not the end of the world. And like when you just get a flat and you can patch it up, it's not even that expensive. It's not that big of a deal at all. But when you blow a tire like that, and A, it's expensive, and B, you're like on the side of a highway and you got to like jack this car up with a shredded like it's the worst.
Yeah, I've never had to do that, thankfully.
Really?
I've only had to change a tire in my driveway.
I mean, like I've
changed a few.
If I had a tire, I could change it myself. Yeah.
Yeah, I've ended up twice in the situation where I was on such a busy highway at night, so visibility is low, that's on the wrong side to where like there's a great chance, like your whole mind is thinking like, Like
You're gonna get hit.
Like I was sitting there in the car like for this hour and a half just thinking like I just need to go out and change this tire. But then you're thinking to yourself like how stupid, like literally you're gonna save yourself a couple hours of your day, and like there's a good chance a semi truck's just clearing you. Like you're getting crushed. Like I would have been like an inch or two from the actual road. It would have been so stupid.
Yeah, that's scary.
So
Yeah, you would think they'd make you'd think on highways there'd be a much wider shoulder.
Well,
like
some there is.
I know, but like you would think there'd be like a standard
That's true.
of like it has to
well,
be.
I mean,
probably
the
is,
standard. Here's
but
the
it's
thing:
probably
like
just
I
low.
had enough room technically to change that tire.
But there's some highways that are just not a shoulder,
yeah, I don't know.
where there's just like you don't have an option.
Well, you know, and the funniest
Especially
thing
like
was
towards DC, there's like those walls on both sides.
the funniest part was
Yeah.
too. Like so, Pennsylvania has notoriously bad roads, and so I literally changed this tire, and I'm just like praying that this thing gets me home. Like I just need to just like hobble myself home, and the next like mile stretch of road, like almost immediately after, is just dun, 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 like these like notches in the road for like a mile. It was almost hilarious. Like oh my gosh, I was just like I couldn't believe it.
All right, well, we're going to wrap it up there. That's the banter. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. Have some fun with family and everything, and we'll be back next week.